Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 79, 19, Charger, 19, Charger.
On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And
they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Torrey Horton from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. Chop 60. Chop 60.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To the air goes Daniels. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
7 Pirates. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check. Buffalo 18.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
79 Broncos, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors 70.
To throw is Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Able to push his way through. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to air one out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Ready.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Commanders, 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18,
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
70 Ranger.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Cowboy 80. 19. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. Finds Johnston. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19
right at the 13-yard line.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
60 by 6. Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Commanders 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Now complete to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
That's good for our Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The final shot before break. McCarthy. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Trap 50, trap 50. Red, Warrior 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Second and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Cougar 19.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on second and 10. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready? Viking 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First and goal at the
19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown ground. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Seahawks, first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
From the gun on third down. McCarthy. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Commanders have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And running with power here. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hoffman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Cowboy 80. Panther 6.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Warriors 70, 19-18.
2nd and 11. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Felton again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 113 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
60 by 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Felton. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
60 Bison. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hoffman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
39-yard line.
Now Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down. 8 yards to go. The throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Now 1st and goal.
Ready. Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. Felton will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Panther 60.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Come on.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready up.
He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
A gain of 61 yards. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's first and 10.
60 by 6.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go now.
Line up for the 2-point
18
conversion.
card, 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
70, let's go.
On third down, here's Walker. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandy, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type